Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome back to my vlog. Let's have a chat, shall we? So in the last video, we were talking about like how things have changed so much that we can now, like me and my partner, that is, and my family, can now consider like options and stuff like that. Like we can consider we're getting married next year, for example, and was talking about how we're now looking at houses in Italy, and I'm not gonna lie, it's all that's been on my mind. Now I'm one of these people who will obsess about a subject over and over and over again, and I'll play it to death, and it does concern me at times, because I think to myself, am I just gonna obsess about this subject until I get bored of it and then like I don't want to do it anymore? Now, the idea of having a holiday home in Italy and then potentially later on in life having more is incredible. But I'm gonna have to really like research into it, as in like I really need to find like different topics and stuff where, and not even just topics, like different resources, should I say, is probably the right way to describe it, to be able to expand my knowledge about all the different things that we need to have in place for this. Like I've been looking into, do we need a visa to be able to own a home in Italy? The answer's no. But we do to go to visit him, so we'll need a tourist visa to be able to go and stay at our own home. Thanks, Brexit. But yeah, so we'll need a tourist visa to go visit, and we'd only be able to stay there for a maximum of 3 months, and then we have to spend 6 months outside the country before we can go back again. But I can't imagine us, to begin with anyway, spending that much time there. Like, I know we'll be spending time there in some regards, because we will be, depending on the property we buy, we'll be either doing the house up. I want to spend a little bit of extra time there to get to know the people who live around the area and can build up a little bit of a relationship. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I really want that community feeling, and I know my partner does too. She's always, like I've spoken about in a previous video, she's always wanted to have that little cottage in the countryside, but I think she wants a lot of it because she wants to be able to have that community feeling. I think she wants that ability to be able to walk into the local greengrocers or go into the local taverna or bar or whatever, and just be, and have the people recognise you. It'd be nice, and them to say, oh, like, how has your day been? What have you been up to recently? How's your family? That I think that's, and for me as well, I'd love something like that. Now, I'm not saying you can't get it in the UK. Of course you can get it in any country, but I think that's the thing we want from this. One of the many things we want from this, I should say. So next, I think for us, it's going to be like I was saying in the previous video, we are looking at honeymoon options now, and we're now looking at, we're going to be potentially having our honeymoon in Pisa. Now, it's mainly because we love Italy, so we thought at some point we were planning on going back anyway, but we are thinking like it's a bit of a 2 for 1 because we get to see more of Italy, a part that we've not been to before, and we get to have a look at the local area as well and to explore and see if we like it, if that makes sense. So I am looking forward to that, and we have been looking a little bit more into where we can go to learn the language better. I mean, I'm completely illiterate in Italian and any other language, to be honest, and Jesus, I know how to say, I don't know how to speak French in French, which works really well. Yeah, I try to learn like little bits like hello, hi, thank you, yes please, stuff like that. So it's going to be the same for Italy to begin with. Like, we're looking at like beginner courses and stuff like that. I've had a little bit of a look on YouTube and I found a couple of playlists that are around like learning Italian for beginners. Especially there's one that has got about 30 lessons on it. So I might just start like spending a day or each day watching one of the episodes and try and learn a little bit, and then just repeat. It's something like it's really one of those things now that I'm really like, this is what I want to do. But I don't even know like anymore. It's just I just can't wrap my head around the fact that it's a possibility. I feel like I've won the lottery. Obviously I've not. Jesus Christ. If I'd won the lottery, we'd already be there. But it's just baffling to me. And I know I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's just one of those things where you are like I think it's good to have goals in life, and it's good to set targets. You might not ever get to them, but it's good that it's a possibility. So for me, I'm chuffed that now I have this chance to potentially have more. And I hope you do too. Like, I hope you get that opportunity as well to be able to live out at least one of your dreams, and to be able to just have that moment where that realization that it's a possibility, it's not just a dream. Like, and for us now, that's where we're at now. It's like, it's still a way away, but it's not just a dream anymore. It is 100% a possibility for us to achieve that goal. So yeah, I know, like I said in the last video, like, we've got a lot of steps to take and we're only at the beginning, and I am gonna, like, not every video is gonna be around this, but I am going to try and document like all the different stages we go through. I might even like the occasional video, like start the video in an Italian greetings, but I don't know. I just throw in an idea out there, but yeah, I just really looking forward to the future now, and I can hand on heart say that it's been a very long time since I genuinely felt positive about stuff like this. And speaking of positivity, in all the previous video I said that I started sleeping with the curtains open, so when I wake up in the morning I'm not being dragged out of deep sleep because it's dark. And I said I was going to do a bit of a little experiment to see if it was that, or if I just genuinely woke up in a much better mood than usual. But no, the past week I've been doing it now. Last night I slept with the curtains closed, but the rest of the week, and a little bit of last week as well, but since I posted that video, I've been sleeping with the curtains open, and every day I seem to feel, I'm waking up and I'm feeling like better. And I don't know if it's just because, like, obviously I've had this realisation now when it comes to us being able to do this now with having a second property and stuff like that. But it's a bit of a coincidence that I've made that little change as well, and I'm waking up with natural light, and I found myself, I forgot to say this in that video, that I found myself where I'm just sat like content, and I actually have a smile on my face. Well, you can't tell when I'm smiling, because when I smile it's just a straight there and realised I'm smiling. No particular reason why, just because I'm happy. And to go from where I was mentally a little over a year ago to where I am now mentally, it's a huge step for me, and it feels amazing. And I never thought, I mean, I was in a dark place up to the point where I didn't think people would miss me anymore if I wasn't here, to where I feel now where I couldn't even comprehend something like that. And I'm really just happy. It's just like night and day, and it's such a good feeling. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's to come next. And with that, hopefully you'll join me on this journey. Leave a comment down below with, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know after this video. And I do read anyone who posts comments. I don't really get any comments at the moment because obviously this is more of a video diary for me than anything. So it's just if ever I wanted to go back and see where I was at the beginning, when I'm later down this line, then for me this is where I'm doing it. I've never had a diary before, so I kind of get why people do vlogs. It's people being able to see a bit into your life, but it's also in case you want to look back into your life and see where you were up to. And yeah, I mean, I guess all vloggers start somewhere. I've said in previous videos, I watch quite a lot, or quite religiously should I say, abroad in Japan, and Shark Aliens, Sea Dog VA, stuff like that. They're all, obviously these all live in Japan, but I have been watching some now where it's people who expats living in Italy, and watching some of their videos and stuff like that, and it's really nice. And it's something I wouldn't mind doing it myself maybe in the future, going and exploring different parts of Italy and stuff, and being able to show Italian culture and why I love it so much. Yeah. If you want to see more of that, hopefully in the future, hopefully in the near future, possibly, then leave that comment below, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification icon to see more of these in the future. Thanks very much for stopping by. Cheers.